Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another going of Assassin's Creed 3. Here we are. We're going to resume just for a second to remind you where we are. We're on this ship, we're on this boat. I wanted you to check out the Animus database. I'll just give you a bit of a look through of this system right here. How's that? So you always come up to the resume part when you pause. And it tells you kind of what you're on. You're on the sequence 1 for civilization has led Desmond Miles and his allies here in order to prevent a massive solar flare that threatens all life on the planet. Now they just need to figure out how to do it. Desmond's ancestral memories appear to hold the answers. So yeah, I tell you, my terrible accent is going to go back and forth between multiple different British things the whole time. It's probably going to be beyond irritating for a couple of you, and the rest of you find it somewhat mildly amusing. Okay, so on the far left we have options. You can go and take care of your audio and your video. You've got the Animus Training Center. Nothing really much to go on with that. You've got the DNA tracker. Oh, you know what? Is this the, what do I think? Stats Leaderboards Manual. The game manual does not come in the box. It comes in the game. There is no game manual in the box. It is in the game. Then we got the DNA tracker. Synchronization tells you the sequences and the memories. We don't have anything unlocked right now that I can show you. Then after that we've got the Animus database. This is what I wanted to tell you about. Recent entries, since we haven't read anything. We'll start at the very beginning. Altair ibn Lahad. Altair was born into the Assassin Brotherhood in the stronghold of Masyaf. His early life wasn't a happy one. His mother died during childbirth. Then, when he was a young boy, his father was killed during this first siege of Masyaf. Only shortly thereafter, the assassin he died to save committed suicide in front of the 11-year-old Altair. With his parents gone, Altair looked to Al-Mualim, the then mentor of the order, as a father figure. Al-Mualim recognized Altair's potential and took on his training personally. I can't do it right now. Altair reached the rank of Master Assassin by the age of 25, an unheard of accomplishment. If there was an assassin book of records, there'd probably be a picture of this fella on the front. Altair was one of the best fighters in assassin history, with an arrogance to match. After a disastrous mission in 1191 in which he broke the creed and very nearly let an apple of Eden fall into Templar hands, he was sent down to novice rank and forced to begin again. You probably already know all this if you know anything about Assassin's Creed, so I'm going to skip that. Ezio Auditore, he's another assassin that you play during Assassin's Creed 2 and the whole trilogy of Assassin's Creed 2. Sean Hastings is the sarcastic, nerdy guy on our team. Called him out earlier. Back with Desmond in the real world. Theater Royale. Theater. This is talking about the theater. I'm more interested in the people. Reginald Birch was a London merchant, the son of another London merchant who, conveniently enough, also had the last name Birch. Seems it was one of those hard-to-put-your-finger-on things that ran in the family. Birch started in business for himself at an early age. By the time he was in his mid-20s, he had already owned several merchant ships, mainly dealing with the tea trade to the American colonies. That's pretty good going, seeing as by the time most people are in their mid-20s, they don't even own a shirt. Really? I have him as a part owner of the Providence, among others. Later in life, Birch also owned several businesses in and around London. He was a member of White's, which was a posh gentleman's club in London, and generally well-known and respected man about town. From what I can tell, Birch met Haytham Kenway, while working for his father, Edward. They were introduced at White's while Haytham was still quite young. Birch would eventually take over Haytham's education, tutoring him while on tour of Europe in the 1730s. From what we've seen in the Animus, it seems that their friendship continued into adulthood with them working together as members of the Assassins. The Beggar's Opera. Beggar's Opera opened in London 1728. It's a musical, one of the earliest ever created. It was written by John Gay, a writer and friend of both Alexander Pope and Jonathan Swift, two of prominent two of the most prominent literary figures of the day. The opera was both popular and controversial. Popular partly because it was an excellent skewering of the Italian opera, which was very popular at the time. However, instead of complicated Italian songs, the Beggar's Opera featured folk tunes that the audience could recognize, meaning you could hum along even if you didn't know Italian. It was controversial because of the subject matter. It's set in the Newgate prison, and the main characters are all criminals, who act much like the upper class. It was a send-up of British nobility, including veiled criticism of the head of government, neither of whom have a traditionally have a sense of humor. I've never met a queen who liked a knock-knock joke. Actually, I've never met a queen. The Beggar's Opera was accused of being a base form of entertainment, and because its main characters were criminals, it was accused of causing an increase in crime. It's nice to see the criticism isn't just for movies and video games. Bloody opera, corrupting our kids. Lols. So yeah, there's the database entries, locations, people, events. Then, so you get the notification center next to us. Kind of tells you when it has little things pop up on the screen. If you miss it, you can go there and check it. Reload your last checkpoint, leave the Animus, restart the memory, quit. So we're going to resume and move on. Go to the upper deck, it says. Go to the upper deck, it says. You'll have a wonderful time, they said. Okay. So we're on a ship. We've got a little mini-map in the bottom. Could talk to these people, let's just see what they say. Interact! Oh, it's a doctor.
To you as well.
A question, if I may. Do you serve aboard the ship, or are you simply taking passage?
A bit of both, actually. I've been commissioned by the Royal Navy to study maritime illness. I'll be observing the crew during the journey. We have found that sailors fare far better on the open seas than the rest of us. I hope to discover why that is.
Well, I hope you are successful in your endeavors.
As do I. Thank you for the kind words.
Of course, of course. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you, sir. Hello, who are you?
A moment to talk?
Ah, a fellow Londoner. Good to see I'm not the only man of means aboard.
A man of means.
Rupert Martin. Pleased to meet you.
Haytham Kenway. Pleasure.
Seems we picked an excellent time to leave the city.
Oh?
You didn't hear about the murder at the Opera House?
No. What happened?
They're still trying to sort it all out. And I suspect they'll be at it for a good long while.
Any word on the motive?
They've ruled out robbery, so perhaps it was a business arrangement gone sour. Or something more personal. More...
lurid.
Who knows? But I am glad to be away from it. The city grows more dangerous by the day.
Indeed. Quite. Very well. Moving on. Let's... What is this? Play a game. There's no time for games. We're on a mission. We're on a boat. I guess on a boat there's plenty of time for games, isn't there? Are you the game? Are you the game master? You are the game master. I don't wish to play your game right now. I wish to go above deck. Where do I get there? Did I pass it here? Is this it? Upside down. Oh, nope, not here. Let's go this way. It's over this way, of course. Boston. Right. Animus database, the Atlantic Ocean. Of course, crossing the Atlantic today is as easy as a plane ride, but it was much more difficult in colonial times, even though I imagine the tiny food and cramped conditions and likelihood of sitting next to a fat man for many hours were pretty much the same. For European travelers, it was at best a 6-week voyage, but depending on the delays, it could last months. Dangers included storms, and their opposite being becalmed, seasickness, food running short, and dying of boredom because you had nothing to do all day. For Africans captured into slavery, the Atlantic voyage was much worse, across the Middle Passage, usually to the Caribbean. The journey was just as long, but slaves were kept below decks and rarely allowed out into the fresh air, with the men usually in shackles. They were given only 1 meal a day, less if provisions ran low. Disease was rampant and mortality rates were high. I will never complain about being inappropriately touched by airport security again. Though to be fair, we're now firm friends, and Juan was very gentle. Perfect. Perfect. If I just push start, it takes me all the way back up. Perfect. Hello, are you the captain? Am I supposed to talk to you? Is this our ship? Oh, that's lovely, isn't it? Very lovely graphics. There's a green circle up there. Am I supposed to talk to you now, or go to the green circle? You're the captain. It says interact.
Captain?
Mr. Kenway.
I just wanted to thank you again for taking me aboard, and apologize for any inconvenience it may have caused.
Inconvenience would be an understatement.
I'm sorry, I don't follow.
My ship was held in port for 2 days that we might accommodate you. I lost several contracts as a result.
I had no idea.
Of course not. You nobles are all the same.
The same. Rah, rah, rah. I have my panties in a bunch. You nobles are all the same. Green circle, here we come.
And then all will be well.
You sure about that?
Of course. Have I ever led you astray?
Nah. Though you don't sit right with the others.
Have faith, my friend. You'll see.
Well, well. Seems our esteemed guest has deigned to grace us with his presence.
Uh-oh.
You might want to head back to your quarters. Top deck's no
You
place
might
for
want to head back to your
Parnell.
quarters. Top deck's no place for.
And yet here you be.
Oh.
Fancy
Zing!
yourself a Joker, eh? Let's see how funny you find this.
There's no place for.
That's enough, Graves.
Stay
Why are you here? Okay, here we go. We're going to punch you. Hold B to parry, stance, and deflect enemy attacks. I'm holding B. Hold B. Come at me. Come at me, young brethren. Press X to attack enemies. X. Oh. I'm going to keep pressing it and beat you in.
Listen to this, Hector. Thinks he can swagger on up here
And declare himself king of the castle.
Call this off. If the captain
To
sees us...
hell with the captain.
To hell with you, Miles! Whose side are you on? Press B to counter, and then press X to knock out your opponent. Fine. X! How was that? I did a jump drop kick.
We're ready to go again if you are.
This is unwise.
Why is that?
Why is that?
You think
You think I'm afraid of you?
But you
No,
should be.
but you should be. X! 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 Full Nelson! I'll crush your head. Do you yield? Never! I'll break your legs! I'll have a knife!
How do you like these odds?
To disarm an opponent, press B and then press A. Oh. Press B. And then A. Oh, hello, Captain.
Captain! Explain yourself at once, Mr. Kenway.
These thought we were simply passing the time with
We're simply passing the time.
How about you pass the time by doing your goddamn jobs instead? I wasn't aware I was paying you to loll about.
Ooh. Another zinger.
A word, please, Mr.
A
Kenway.
word, please, Mr. Kenway.
Oh, I nearly forgot. There's your knife back.
Right, okay, here we go. Follow the captain to his cabin. How about no? How about no?
I don't care for you, Mr.
Oh.
Kenway. I've had nothing but trouble since you came aboard.
Your problems have nothing to do with me.
I beg your pardon?
You're a poor leader, ill-tempered and cruel, and it's clear your crew has no respect for you.
You're also very pale.
Look, I don't want to argue. In fact, I need a favor.
Oh, this is rich.
I suspect some of the men intend to mutiny.
Really? What a surprise.
As I cannot trust any of them, I am compelled to turn to you.
And why should I help you?
Because if they do intend to betray, I'm the only hope you have of reaching America alive. Well, what will it be?
If what you say is true, what other choice do I have?
Think.
But let me be clear. Should you ever dare to insult or threaten me again, I'll not hesitate but to cut off your head myself. Are we understood? Excellent.
I take your drink.
Good day.
I said good day. Oh, this is rich. I like that. Optional objectives, limit health loss 10%. Hello. I'm going to explore your cabin. Is there much to explore in this game? Can I interact with you? No. Because you're not worth talking to. I can joggy jog. Oh, I can run! There's a speaky thing in our mini map up here. I'm going to run. Oh, apparently I'm going to run on the walkway. Interact with the driver.
Hello, sir.
Do you expect we'll have a pleasant crossing?
It is a quiet time of year, though rogue storms and troubled waters are not unheard of. But no need to fret. At worst, they'll prove an inconvenience. I'm more concerned about pirates and rogue privateers.
Have you encountered them before?
Aye. But the Providence is a strong ship, and her crew well
The
trained.
Providence.
They will surely keep us safe.
Of course the Providence is a strong ship. My mate is invested in it, is he not? Anything he invests in is a wise investment. There we go. Now, where's your game? Do you wish to try your hand this time? Or should we come back later? I'm tempted to try it. No, next episode. Come back next episode and we'll play a game. Are we going to retire for the day? Interact with my desk. Ooh. I like to write. I have pretty handwriting too. I also have a map or two. Perhaps of the same place. Look, they're the exact same. Look at that. There's a third one too. Below that one. I also just like to trace over my letters that I've already written. I'm studying this thing that I stole from the man that I killed. He carried it, but it is now mine. And it's now night.
Mr. Kenway.
Captain?
Whatever they're up to, I believe it's coming to a head.
I'd best get to work.
The crew is going to mutiny. We'll have to do something about it next time. Make sure you tune in again. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you then. Do we have anything else in this Animus notif database? Recents. What do you got? Atlantic Ocean, the Providence. The Providence was one of many sailing ships. It's a big ship, and it sails. And the people aren't happy. That's not a good way to keep good sailors on board. Anyways, thank you for watching. My name's TJ. And I'll see you next time on Assassin's Creed Walkthrough. Part 3. Okay? Perfect. See you then. So long.